So, on behalf of the entire Golden Boy family, we are extremely proud of you. We have always believed in you, just like you've believed in yourself, and you put up an amazing, amazing fight against a fighter who can beat most, and you overcame adversity. You overcame these obstacles that were put in front of you, and therefore you crowned yourself world champion. So, on behalf of everybody here who is considered family, and we consider you family as well, we're very proud of you, and may much more success come. We will be behind you 1,000%. We're with you. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna get you the fights that you deserve, that you have worked hard for. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Put it on him.
Put it around your waist. And the new WBA.
We need a little bit more sandwiches.
Yeah.
For the pig.
There you go. ¿No?
Yeah, it's
Perfecto, perfecto. Let's do one of these right. Buenísimo, buenísimo. 115
Yeah.
Joshua, welcome. So, how special is this moment for you, receiving the belt and maybe achieving a lifelong dream?
It's very special to me. I've been waiting for this belt for since I won. So to be able to receive it, it's a great feeling.
What are some emotions going through you right now? Waking up this morning, knowing that you're coming into the office. Explain to us.
It's a nervous feeling. I was kind of a little nervous, excited, a little anxious. Because I've been waiting to get my belt, and just I seen Oscar and Eric Gomez, Robert Diaz, and seeing them. It's a good feeling, in that they're here to support me.
Is it maybe a little similar to that day that you were first called maybe to get signed?
Yes, it's similar to that feeling. Yeah.
How different was it that fight week for you, and did it affect you in any way?
It didn't affect me, but it was different because of in the bubble. I didn't have any of my family, my family members with me. Usually I'm spending time with my family before the fight, just hanging out with them. But this time I was by myself. It was different, but it kind of benefited me. I had time to myself just to just focus and just have time alone, and it was different.
Did being signed with Golden Boy from the beginning of your career help groom you for this opportunity?
Of course, yes, it has. They put me on good fights, on TV, and they helped me grow as a fighter. They put me in the right fights, and I'm just grateful for that.
Looking back and making your pro debut here at the Belasco, a couple blocks away, how far have you come, do you feel?
Very far. I started fighting at the Belasco, and little by little moved my way up, and now I'm a world champion.
What, or better yet, who's next for Joshua Franco? Is that rematch with Moloney on the table?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. The rematch with Moloney, and after we get him out the way, we'll see what our options are after that.
Anything you want to say to your fans out from Texas and all over the world now?
I just want to say thank you guys for the support. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. To my family, all my friends, thank you for the support, and keep supporting me. We have a long way to go.
Jocelyn, you can answer this to Bobby. It's a question regarding the fight night. So yourself, it wasn't really a big difference, but one thing, the bubble. You were one of the first fighters to fight in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see everyone, PC has only done it, but you were one of the first fighters, world title shot. Just talk about just going into that fight, just going to the first title shot, and then you're in a bubble.
Yeah, I was just really focused going into the fight. I knew what I had on my mind, and that was to get the world title, and just all the bubble experience and all of that. I didn't let it get to me or let it affect me in any way. I was so focused on my mission, and I had to get the job done.
How much did it help you coming from like a gym like RGBA, but just getting that experience of fighting and training and working out and sparring with world champions?
It was a great, it helped me a lot, you know, since the beginning I was sparring, you know, top contenders, world champions, you know, that benefited me a lot, you know, also along with the fights, but, you know, all together, all in one, it all helped, and, you know, having Robert as my coach, he has all the experience in the world, you know, he has 13 world champions now, so, you know, he knows what it takes to make a world champion, and, you know, just, it helped a lot.
Looking at the fight, I mean, it just seemed like after maybe I would say maybe the third round, it seemed like you were just got into like into your rhythm. You know,
Yeah.
out here at Golden Boy, we covered all of your fights,
Mm-hmm.
so we know when you're like, okay, Joshua he's good.
Yeah.
He's in his fight.
Yeah.
I mean, just talk a little bit about where you. I mean, take us a little bit into that fight. Were you kind of timing him? Were you did you want to test his power? When did you realize, okay, this is, you know, this guy, I could walk through this guy?
Yeah, you know, going into the fight, I knew he was gonna start fast. You know, he was trying to prove, you know, to, you know, his promoter that, you know, he was the world champion, that he had something to prove. You know, so he started off strong, and I knew he was gonna start strong. So, you know, little by little, I was just, you know, seeing what he had, getting his timing, getting his speed down, and, you know, after the second round, that's when I started picking it up and breaking him down little by little.
Looking at the rematch, I mean, what do you expect to see? Anything, if anything, are you expecting to see anything different from him? And if so, what is it, or what can you expect to see different from you?
I don't expect anything to be different from him. I think he's he's gonna be the same fighter that, you know, that he was the last fight. He has nothing to change. For me, it's gonna be a bit different. You know, I'm gonna start the fight off a little bit more earlier, and, you know, try to get him out of there a little sooner, because I feel like if I would have started sooner the last fight, I would have got him out of there for sure.
Do you feel the pressure now that you have to get him out there early? Because to me, it seemed like you kind of dominated the fight, but yet
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for that knockdown, this fight would have been a draw. So does that add any pressure to you? Even though you're now the champion, you're still fighting, you know, in his house.
Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure coming from me. I mean, you know, not even you know, with this fight, I had no pressure. I never had any pressure. You know, I have confidence in myself and my abilities. I know, you know, what I have. So, I mean, there's no pressure coming from me. You know, I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's just go out there and fight.